Hey, how's it going, man? First one here. It doesn't even say I have any viewers yet. How's your day been, bud? Operato, how you doing, mate? You having a good day? I changed the camera up a little bit, so it's not off to the side anymore, so I can actually look at you guys. What do you think? Does it look a little bit better? Uh, yeah, it's okay. We're still in the process of working out what's going on. The I have an appointment to see the doctor to get my results for some of the tests tomorrow. But honestly, man, just the fatigue. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm pretty fit for my job. I'm pretty fit. But I walked up a flight of stairs and it just ruins me. I'm just done. I'm like sitting there trying to catch my breath after just walking up some stairs. So hopefully they can work out what it is pretty quick. We can get recovering. I know. You know what? I recorded a couple videos yesterday. I sat down and I tried really hard, but they weren't any good. I had no energy. I wasn't enjoying doing them, and you guys were not going to enjoy watching them. So I was like, no, I'll just take a break for a couple of days. We'll come back. We're doing them. Sup, Zell? Yeah, I got some health issues going on right now, so kind of dealing with that. We'll get to watching some videos maybe later on. The last time we watched some videos, we got shut down. So yeah, they just cut the stream like right away. But so we might watch a couple videos later on, but we'll just hang out and chat for a little while for now. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Honestly, all the positivity on that was a really big plus. So thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're almost at 10,000, guys. We're almost at 10,000. This is insane. I started this as just like a fun way to watch movie fights because I enjoy them and never made time to sit down and do it. And now we're almost at 10,000. So it's been a crazy little adventure over the last 8 months or so. It's been insane. Thanks, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to go see the doctor and get some results tomorrow. How many videos I have pre-saved? I've got a ton of videos like ready to go that I haven't like reacted to yet. So I've got a bunch of videos. I have like a notes thing that I want to do as we go through. But like I said, I kind of posted all last week's stuff. And then I tried to make some more for this week, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't put them together. Married? Yeah, I got a fiance. Me and my fiance live here. So, no kids, though. We have a dog. She's hiding under the bed right now, though. She probably won't come out and say hi. She might, but I don't have any food, so there's nothing to bring her out here right now. Hey, Zell. Hey, love, I started with one as well, buddy. We all got to start somewhere. But yeah, no, guys, I really appreciate the positivity from you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and sit down and make some tomorrow because I'm feeling a little bit better today. So we'll try again tomorrow. Oh yeah, Luna loves being shown on stream. She is a Japanese Akita. Maybe I'll get a treat and lure her out in a little bit. Oh, don't you worry, Zell. There are a ton that people keep recommending that we have not got to yet. Blood and Bone by Michael Jai White. I might try and do that one tomorrow. Daredevil fight scenes from the TV show. What's some of the other ones? A ton more Donnie Yen Ip Man ones. We got tons to do there. And then I've got like a list of ones to do. Yeah, she started barking the other day on stream, and I feel bad for people wearing headphones. It was pretty nasty. She's pretty loud when she wants to be. I'll have to see if I can entice her out here, but she's pretty comfy under the bed. It's pretty hot at the moment, and she doesn't do super well in the heat. I don't know if you can see my forehead sweating, but yeah, it's pretty warm here. I got the AC on, so maybe she'll come out and say hello. If she doesn't, I'll go and get her so you guys can chat. Yes, that's the other one I was thinking of. Cobra Kai fight scene coming up. What I'm gonna try and do is just sit down tomorrow while I'm feeling better and just do like 4 or 5 in a row so that they're ready to go. Karate Kid is amazing. One of my all-time favorite movies. Reagan, my fiance, had never seen it before, so I made her sit down and watch it. And now she's same with Rocky. She'd never seen Rocky before, so I made her sit down and watch the Karate Kid and Rocky. And she really liked them, and it was a really great like nostalgia trip for me as well. Yeah, man, there's so many more fight scenes for us to get to there. Zell, we got a ton left, buddy. Don't you worry. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. But I enjoy doing them, so I'm gonna see how we do. I did a couple the other day, and they were just bad. They were bad. It was just me basically sitting there going, uh-huh. Oh, he kicked that dude. Cool. Awesome. And just, it was nothing, so I didn't want to do it. What's up, Living Legend? How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Other fake martial arts masters getting beat up. Dude, there's so many now. It's hard to find good videos of them, though, because so many people, like, they take them down because it's, like, slandering them and stuff. McDojo Life does an amazing job of that, though. I love fake martial arts masters. I love watching them. My favorite fake martial arts master is Master Ken. Oh yeah, Totally Pointless TV. I've watched a couple of their things before. Sup, Nirbay? Good luck on your exam, bud. Hopefully we're not taking up too much of your attention. Master Ken is incredible. I mean, I know he's not like a fake martial arts master, but, you know, he kind of plays that character. He's hilarious. Did you guys see his one with the Danaher Death Squad? Any BJJ guys out there? Check out that one. I haven't watched much of Ramsey Dewey, to be honest. Like, I've watched a couple things. His voice kind of annoys me. I don't know. I just can't get behind Ramsey Dewey too much. But again, I haven't really watched too many of his things. So I'm like, I've watched maybe 5 or 6 of his videos. And the guy has good stuff. I just can't listen to him. Yeah, I've watched some fight commentary breakdown stuff. He does some really, really good stuff. I have seen some superpower beatdown ones. I think I saw Spider-Man versus... and as always, re-stomp that groin. I think I watched Spider-Man versus Batman from them. I think that was the one that I watched. I've seen a few of their stuff. Those guys are amazing. They do some really, really good stuff. Same with like Martial Arts Club, I think is their name, Martial Arts Club or Martial Club. They do some crazy stuff. It'd be really fun to be able to do stuff like that one day. Spider-Man versus Darth Maul, that's the one. Yeah, man, the hand block thing, like that, people kept on commenting on it, so I had to bring it up. I had to make a video about it. With that hand blocking kicks, because it's just like, you can block with the forearms, that's fine, but you can't just go like this and not expect to get your hand broken. You can parry, that's very, very different. Blocking is like, yeah, I still get people arguing with me about it though. I still get people arguing with me about it. It's like, you're gonna break your hand, guys. That's what's gonna happen. Bruce Lee Star Wars edit. Let's see. I'll have to see if it's gonna be something that's gonna get us kicked off of YouTube. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen was so good. I can't wait for the second season of that one. I feel like this Bruce Lee one with the Bruce Lee edit is going to get us kicked off because it is straight up pulled from the movie just with lightsabers added. It looks amazing, but I feel like we're going to get kicked off of YouTube for it. And I don't want that happening again. For me, I always say, like, if you want to learn how to box, do boxing. I loved Human Weapon when it came out. Amazing show. I loved that show. I mean, to be fair, I'm always going to say Muay Thai. Just for me. Always. But if you like boxing and you want to do boxing, go and do boxing. If you like ninjutsu and you want to learn ninjutsu, go and do ninjutsu. If you like Wing Chun, do Wing Chun. You like karate, do karate. It's whatever interests you. That's what you're going to do. If you want to learn how to fight, pick a style that tests itself in combat. Like Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing. So, yeah, if you want a style for self-defense, looking after yourself, find one based in combat. That's my biggest advice. If people don't test the stuff in combat, then you don't know how it works. Yeah, Caitlin, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I think, we were watching a Donnie Yen like fight scene on the stream, and they just straight up just cut the stream. We're like, yep, done, you're done, shut down. And I couldn't get back online for like 15 minutes after that. They blocked the stream, and yeah, I couldn't come back on. So I'm a little bit iffy about doing the YouTube reactions for fight scenes now. So it wasn't like kicked off of YouTube, banned and stuff like that. It was just they ruined, they cut off the stream. That's all. Yeah, I've done... It was okay. It was kind of funny because right before that, people were asking me to watch Donnie Yen, and I told them that we can't do much Donnie Yen because any video I do that has him in it just immediately gets blocked in like half the world. So I was just explaining that to people, and then we got cut like 30 seconds after that. Yeah, they just copyright, man. They are on it. So I get it, right? It's copyright. It's totally fine. It's their material. And they still will let it like be played later on sometimes, but sometimes they just cut it off and they're like, yeah, nah, you're done. A friend of mine is a music teacher, and he does a YouTube channel kind of like this, but for music. And he has an incredibly hard time keeping his videos on YouTube because music is impossible to get on YouTube. Even the video I made of me hitting the bag, it goes muted there for a little while because I had some music playing in the background while I was training, and YouTube picked up on that, copyrighted the video even though it was of me training, and then I had to like edit out the audio there. It was just wild because I was telling everyone, guys, we can't do Donnie Yen, we can't do Donnie Yen. Oh, fine, we'll do Donnie Yen. And then the stream just gets shut down. Yeah, I don't care how good you are at fighting. If you're throwing punches with someone, you're going to get hit. That's just it. I don't care how good you are. You're going to get hit. Like, look at like Anderson Silva, even Lord Sela, Muay Thai. They call him an eel on a skate because he's just so elusive. He still gets hit, and he's probably the most evasive, elusive champion of all time in any combat sport. Floyd Mayweather, best defensive boxer of all time, still gets hit. Like, that's just the game. That's the game. It's like you can't play football and not expect to get tackled. You can't do a combat martial art and not expect to get hit. So, I mean, but getting hit in the face is kind of fun. I don't know. I like it. It's a good time. It kind of reminds me like, oh yeah, I'm fighting someone. Cosmo style, yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's what he does. And I really like Cosmo because his character is, there's no like anime magic really to him. Like his zone thing that he does is a little bit of like an exaggeration of, having good timing and good technique, but it's not anime magic. It is a real thing. If you have good timing, you can definitely like snap on triangles and stuff like Cosmo does. But yeah, his style is just straight up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and his stand-up is Muay Thai or kickboxing, I guess. So yeah, his stuff's awesome. Yeah, honestly, like I'll get copyrighted while I'm uploading a video. Like I'll be uploading it to YouTube, and then they'll just be like, "Hey, we noticed that you have copyrighted stuff in here," and then that's it. Yeah, most people can't fight. Most people have no idea what it's like to fight, and most people, if you hit them in the head, they have no clue what is happening, and will freak out. But sometimes when you get into martial arts, getting hit in the head really hard once is like the best thing because the fear of it goes away. Getting hit in the face is not that bad if you do it the right way. Then yes, there is a right and a wrong way to get punched in the face. And if you do it right, it's not the worst thing in the world. If it was the worst thing in the world, you wouldn't have professional fighters getting hit as much as they do. So, like, you can take shots. It sucks. Yeah, of course it does. Someone's punching you in the head. But, like, it's not the end of the world. And sometimes when you get hit hard once, that fear goes away and you're like, oh, okay, I don't need to be that afraid of this anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. I like getting hit in the head. I think it's a good time. I'm a little bit weird, though. No, Cosmo style's not super dangerous. Like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a fantastic style. I it They say it's designed to help a smaller person beat a bigger person, and people kind of live and die by that statement with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but at a certain point, size just becomes way too much. Size becomes way too much, and there's no way you're able to deal with that, even if they're untrained. But you have a much better chance of dealing with the situation as opposed to having no training. But yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is not that like dangerous. You can really hurt someone, but I mean, it could be dangerous if you're trying to use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to defend yourself and there are multiple people trying to hurt you. The last thing you want to do is go to the ground. That's not a good idea. You're gonna get kicked in the head by one dude while you're fighting the other. But as far as like a one-on-one, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is amazing. Can confirm, Gerardo, I have a younger sister. I have never once won a fight with my little sister. Ever. She always gets the upper hand on me somehow. One time we were sitting at home and when we were younger and she wanted to watch TV, but it was my turn. So she started hitting herself like this and like putting like a red mark on her shoulder and then started to pretend to cry. My dad came in, asked her what was wrong. She said I hit her. I got sent to my room and she got the TV. She is an absolute mastermind, that girl. Oh yeah, the Chi Masters building their like wall and the dude just punches right through the middle. Amazing. And the look on their face is just, what? Like they just have never ever had it happen to them before. You can't do a martial art and not get punched in the face. Like, it's just part of it. If you're doing a sport and the rules say you can't punch the face, that is different. But you cannot do a martial art that says this is for self-defense and not get punched in the head, because that is what's going to happen. If you ever get into a self-defense situation, 99% of people are going to start swinging haymakers at your head. That is what will happen. Like, the best thing to do in self-defense is this. Shell up or this. Because very, very few people on the street have the wherewithal to go, oh, his hands are up, I'm going to hit the body. They just swing at the head. That's all they're going to do. If you get someone who, like, wants to fight you and they step back and do this, okay, you're in trouble. You have someone who knows what they're doing. But if you get someone and they just start, like, doing this, you're pretty much in the clear there. Combat Sambo is dope. Combat Sambo is so good, man. I can't wait to see what Khabib's fight team start bringing now, all those Eastern European guys. Dude, it's going to be so good. They're going to dominate the UFC. Like, no one is going to be able to take them down at all. And it's going to be so good. People are going to have to get better striking to deal with these guys. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, every weight class is going to just be like someone from Khabib's camp. That's what's going to happen. Well, most people being right-handed, if they've never trained, they're just going to swing the right hand. That's it. They're just going to go, "Ugh," and swing and try and take your head off with one. Krav Maga is very, very much, I've never done it, to be honest. But from what I've seen very legit Krav Maga, and I've seen absolutely horrible Krav Maga. So I think it comes down a lot to who's teaching you and the practitioner, which is the same with a lot of styles, right? I've seen some Muay Thai guys who can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. I've seen some karate guys who would absolutely destroy you. So it can go either way, right? It goes either way with that sort of thing. It always comes down to the practitioner, no matter what. We have a 16-year-old kid who trains with us, who beats up, he's about 170 pounds, and I've seen him beat up 300-pound trained men. Like, it's always down to the practitioner. Wrestling is amazing. Sumo I would love to do, but I couldn't get around wearing the underwear, personally. But I've never had much experience with sumo. Yeah, I think I have seen that one. Yeah, I have heard of Karate Combat. That I've watched a little bit of the Karate Combat stuff. I like it. I think it's good. I think that's what karate needs. Is karate needs some way to like test. It kind of becomes a little bit of kickboxing, but they have some weird rules. Man, I cannot type without being able to see my keyboard. My mic is right in the way of my keyboard, and I cannot type. So I'm just gonna have to move my head around. I want to find out the rules for Karate Combat, because I know they have some rules. It's fun to watch. Like, the Karate Combat is really fun to watch. Oh, they have the rules for Olympic karate up. That's pretty cool. Let's see this one. They're going to have kata at the Olympics. That's really cool. I used to love doing kata. Oh. Yes, I did see that. Dan Hardy and Wayne Parr. That would be such a good fight in the cage. Again, I haven't had much experience with Wing Chun, to be honest. Like, I don't want to pass judgment on an entire style based on my very, very, very limited experience with Wing Chun. So I'm not going to comment with that one there, because I don't know. Most of my experience with Wing Chun is watching it in movies and doing a little bit of Chi Sao. Is it Chi Sao with like the sticky hands? I think that was what people were saying. It was Chi Sao or Bok Sao or something like that. That's pretty much my only experience actually doing Wing Chun. But I just learned that there is apparently a Wing Chun gym in Vancouver, which I might be able to go check out. Hey, Alicia. What's up, Keandre? How you doing, bud? But yeah, I just saw the Dan Hardy, Wayne Parr tweets today, and that's a fight I definitely want to watch. And I think that my boy Wayne might actually get his 100th win fighting Dan Hardy. That would be amazing. To be fair, dude, watching a lot of people do martial arts makes me want to cringe. There's a lot of bad stuff out there. Yeah, hand trapping. We used to call it sticky hands. I think the name in like in like Wing Chun, I think, is Chi Sao. I think people always comment the name of it, and I just always forget. I always forget what it is, and I think it's Chi Sao is like the name. But I just know it as sticky hands, but that always just sounds a bit sus to me. I want to know what the rules. Oh, okay. So it looks like I'm reading the rules for the Olympic karate right now. There are a few different ways to earn points in the competition. Here, let's. Oh yeah, bud, you had a good time. Was that your first capoeira class? No. Were you telling us you were going to go try it out last time? I can't remember. Okay, so the karate sparring is going to be like point sparring, is what it's going to be. Which, eh, eh. I hear Luna, I think. Oh, there she is. I don't know if you guys can see her little fluffy butt. I don't know if you guys can see it. Luna. She's going to ignore me now that I tried to call her over here. She might come over in a little bit. If she does, I'll get her there. In my opinion, which martial art is most efficient by itself? Probably MMA, because it's a combination of a bunch of different combat styles. But it depends what your goal is. If you're looking for self-defense or if you're looking for competing, I mean, there's a bunch of different ones. I mean, dude, refs got to make money, man. Refs got to make money, and there is limited gigs refereeing, and they don't make a whole lot of money for it. Scott Adkins, Michael Jai White annoys me. I'll be honest with you guys. Michael Jai White annoys me because he comes out and says that he could beat up Mike Perry, blah, 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 blah. The thing with Michael Jai White is he's an incredibly talented martial artist. I'm not trying to take away from the guy. He's very, very talented. He's very, very good. But if you're not a professional fighter and you come out and say, I could beat a professional fighter, but then when the guy asks you to fight, you go, no, I don't need to fight you. I already know that I can win. You are your own worst enemy, and throw some philosophical crap at it. Like, no. That's a dick move. Like, that's just ridiculous. And also, the training to be a professional fighter and the training to be a professional martial artist even is very, 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 very different. Very different. Yeah, that's right. He said he would beat Bruce Lee in a straight fight. I mean, the size advantage, you can't argue with that. Yeah, Steven Seagal is a whole other case. I don't think, and I'm sure they've done martial arts their entire life. I'm sure they've sparred. I'm sure they've tried something. But also with actors like that, they can't risk getting injuries to their face because their face is their brand. So it makes sense that they can't also fight all the time. And they just practice the flashy stuff that looks great on camera because that's their job. Their job is not fighting and getting punched. Their job is to look good on camera doing flashy stuff. So their training is very, 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 very different to what the fighters do. MMA is kind of evolving into its own martial art, though. Right? It started off as karate or boxing versus grappling versus Muay Thai versus wrestling. It started off as like these guys who were good at one thing, and then they saw which martial art was better, right? And then we saw Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu won in a one-on-one case. Well, I'll get to some on the channel here in a little bit. I'll get to some videos, but the mixed martial arts has kind of evolved into its own thing now, with everyone kind of following the same rules, right? Everyone's kind of like, okay, well, we need to stand like this because we need to defend takedowns. We need to have our hands here because this is where the strikes are going to come from because this is how they're going to stand. So it has kind of evolved into its own thing. It started with a bunch of different styles fighting, and now it's kind of become mixed martial arts is its own thing, its own style. So I do kind of class it as a mixed martial arts thing because For me, I teach Muay Thai and I teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I don't say that I teach MMA because I don't teach wrestling, I don't teach transitions between the two, and I don't stand like an MMA fighter. So I don't say I teach MMA, I say I teach Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Reagan's good, she's still at the gym. Luna is, still here. I wonder if you guys, there she is. Hey, come here. Luna, come here. Come on, don't make me look stupid on stream. Come on. See. She's thinking about coming over here, but her bed is much more comfortable. I am in BC, Canada. Near Vancouver. So it's about 8:30 at night here. But I don't know, as far as like the best, most efficient style, like I would have to say, I don't know, it depends what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for striking, I would say Muay Thai or Lethwei. If you're looking for grappling, it could be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, Sambo. Hey Leslie, thank you so much for watching the channel. And Annie Gurr, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I hope that I did not butcher your last name too much. Thank you for coming in and checking out the stream, coming and hanging out. It's always a good time. Man, you guys are going on a lot. Steven Seagal teaching Anderson Silva. Oh no, that's right. This is the front kick that he taught, right? I taught him. I told him to do that kick. Who do I think I'll beat in a fight? Out of who? Like, who we talking there? Love, who we talking there? Do we have like a list of people that I'm gonna try and fight? Wrestler. Randy Couture fought a retired boxer and wrestle fucked him. So wrestler wins a boxing match. They did prove that in a one-on-one style. Yes, they did prove that. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is great, but again, if you're looking like self-defense, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is not that great because, again, if you're gonna, it's good for like one-on-one situations, but the second there's more than one, you know, then you can get kicked in the head while you're down. So it's kind of like a, like it's what you're looking for, right? There's no like, this is the best thing ever, but yeah. I would love to fight the Pole Twins, make $100 million, and then just sit here hanging out on YouTube with you guys all day. Absolutely. I'll fight them both at the same time. Take you had a good time in class, Alicia? Throw some uppercuts when he shoots. That's about it. If once the wrestler gets a hold of the boxer, that's kind of it. Like, just because the boxer doesn't train that, that's the thing. You can't be like, it's hard to say, yeah, it's hard to say like who would do this because there's ways that either could win, but it's also kind of hard to be like, oh, what would happen if these two guys fought in a way that was outside the scope of their training? What would happen if you made a wrestler who's only ever trained wrestling fight a boxer who's only ever trained boxing? Like, that was what the UFC was about. That's what made it amazing at first. It was incredible. But it's always going to be kind of like a rock, paper, scissors. Because if the boxer can hit the wrestler before he gets in, then the wrestler has a good chance of winning. But if the wrestler gets a hold of him, then it's kind of over with, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up who gets there first with that kind of a thing. That's another reason why I'm like, mixed martial arts is evolving into its own thing. Not entirely true there. Cement, not entirely true. Watch a lot of Muay Thai fighters. They throw a ton of kicks off the front leg. A ton off the front leg. I think the wrestler wins more often than the boxer. I think the boxer has a chance. I think the wrestler wins it more often. Probably like an 8 out of 10. It depends on the style, love. Like, a lot of places make up their own belt systems these days. So I can't say which is better, gold or black. I've never had a gold belt, but I have 3 black belts. So maybe Um, maybe gold belt. I don't know. I've never had a gold belt before. Oliveira. You know what? I haven't seen Oliveira fight in a long time. I haven't seen him fight in a long time. But I always like to cheer for Dustin. I really like Dustin. He's a really nice guy. I'm so glad that he broke Conor's leg. I know I said that it's almost impossible to fight two people at the same time just because you can't track them both, but I would give it a go for the Paul brothers. I did watch that fight. Eddie, I did watch that fight actually. It is on the channel, Galan versus Kaneda. It's honestly probably one of my favorite anime. Is Kengan Ashura. I love that. Oh, dude, it's okay. No need to. No, it's all good, dude. Don't worry about that. Yeah, right. I prefer thigh kicks because there's less chance of breaking your leg. No, no one beats Conor in the trash talk. It's hot, Mike, and I will. I checked out the Haymakers video. I'm gonna follow them for sure. Muay Thai. I think they have more weapons, right? You know what? I thought about trying to watch the manga. If I could find like a video for it on YouTube or something. I considered watching the manga to check it out because everyone tells me it's so much better. Everyone tells me it's so much better than the anime, and the anime is one of my favorites. So I would love to see how much better that is than the anime. I would love to try capoeira. I've done a little bit of capoeira. I've done a couple of seminars, some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu seminars where the guy teaching, are any of you guys Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fans? Any of you guys Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fans at all? Like IBJJF, Cobrinha, if you guys know the name Cobrinha? Anyone? No? Well, I did a seminar with Cobrinha, who is one of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu players ever, but he is also a capoeira black cord, I think. And so at the end of his seminars, we always do some capoeira to like cool down. And so I've done a little bit there, like I've done the Jenga, I've done like the cartwheel kicks into the handstands and stuff like that, but never seriously. So Muay Thai, you can punch, kick, knee, and elbow. It is mainly knees, kicks, elbows. Not saying Muay Thai guys don't have amazing boxing. They do. But just the knees, kicks, and elbows score a lot higher, so they focus more on those. You can also catch kicks. You can sweep. There's the clinch as well. So they have a lot more weapons. Kickboxing is a lot more head movement. Boxing and kicking. You can knee as well, but there's very, very limited clinch. So I would say the Muay Thai guy is gonna be is gonna have an advantage just because he has more weapons, right? All you need to do is check out Siddhachai on Glory Kickboxing. He's a Muay Thai fighter who moved over to kickboxing and dominated in Glory, right? They dominated in Glory. So go check him out. Oh, you met Jacare? Dude, that's amazing. Yeah, Nathan, if you know Cobrinha, yeah, I did a seminar with him. I used to train at a gym where he was like the head guy. He wasn't like at our gym, but he was like our instructor's instructor. So he'd come up a couple times a year to do seminars. Yeah, Lethway is that plus headbutts, but like again, my experience with Lethway is sort of limited as well because I haven't watched much, but the striking doesn't seem as clean as Muay Thai from what I've seen. Like I watched Dave Leduc, I watched some of his stuff, and I just think you put him with like a mid-range Muay Thai fighter, and I think he gets destroyed. Honestly, love, I have to say Muhammad Ali. Size difference, professional boxer. I have not had much experience with Kung Fu, guys, so I don't want to pass judgment on it just because I have not messed around with it too much, right? I have not really done it at all. My main experience with it is watching movies, to be honest. So I don't want to sit here and be like, Kung Fu, I don't like Kung Fu because of this, because I don't know. I've never done it. Kung Fu Hustle is incredible. Amazing movie. It's no Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, but it is very, very, very good. Luna wins in cuteness. All right. Should we check out the Bruce Lee Long Beach tournament? Should we give it a go? Now, guys, the only thing with this, if we're gonna watch this, I don't know if the stream is gonna get like booted. I don't know. So if we get cut off, it's because YouTube decided not to like this. Okay? Well, I'm curious about this because I haven't watched this yet. I've never seen this footage before, so I'm excited to check this out. Dude, I'm not even gonna bother watching the new Space Jam, to be honest. Oh, I've heard of Kalari Pai 2. No, I haven't tried them. Honestly, my experience with traditional sort of martial arts is limited to mainly karate, some taekwondo, but most of my experience is Muay Thai, kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kyokushin. I would like to go and try out some more, and my goal is to like go and try out new styles, film the lessons so that I can try them out and put them on YouTube so you guys can enjoy them as well. But I have heard of Kalari Pai 2, and I've watched a little bit of it. I think Sensei Seth did some. Yeah, I have seen that guy, the Chinese MMA fighter. Oh, Luna's looking at me. Hey, come here. Come here. I think she's camera shy. She knows we're on stream. Luna, come here. Hey. Oh, no, I'm going to get her and bring her up here so you guys can say hi. Hey. All right, she's licking the mic. Hi. Or she's a little sleepy and she's a little grumpy with me for picking her up and bringing her up here. Hi. She's just trying to melt into my arm. Hey. Say hi. Hi. Okay, you go down. Go on. Say bye. Whee. Good girl. Good girl. She wasn't very happy about that. No, she is purebred Japanese Akita. Just a very fluffy one. Every now and then they come out fluffy for some reason. And she is one of the lucky few that came out incredibly fluffy. All right. Okay, let's give this a go. Let's try this out. Okay, ready? YouTube transition. Bam. Let's. All right. So here we go. If we get taken down, then that happens. Sorry, buddy. Luna is not for sale. She's basically my daughter.
Well, it's bad to say the best, but
it's kind of hard. It is a little bit hard to see. So I know that I noticed he's doing this blindfolded, and the thing is, with doing something like this where you're already connected with the opponent, the blindfold doesn't really matter too much. When we clinch in class, I like to close my eyes. I like to grapple. When I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I like to grapple with my eyes closed. So like closing your eyes or like blindfolding yourself to do this is not a big deal once you're already connected. Obviously, if you were starting like 6 feet away, that's a much bigger deal. But once you're already connected, it's okay. It's actually almost easier sometimes with your eyes closed because you feel much better. That was very nice, though. That was a beautiful sweep. I want to do that again. Ah, it was so nice. Puts a bit of pressure on him, gets both his feet together. And then just kicks out. That was a fantastic foot sweep.
China. It is the ancestor of karate.
Here, puts the pressure. Ah, see. Stupid YouTube. Let's try this one more time.
It originated in China.
So if you watch, he starts putting the pressure on him backwards. He's going to take one more little step back. He's going to get his feet together. And then when your feet are together like that, you have no balance. And he's just going to tap that foot out from underneath him. There it is. That was a beautifully timed foot sweep. So again, see, they start connected. Yeah, just overwhelming him, coming up over the top.
What's the difference between a kung fu punch and a karate punch?
Well, a karate punch is like an iron bar. Whack. A kung fu punch.
Oh. This guy that Bruce is fighting is... Yeah, that's Bruce. That's Bruce Lee. Yeah, Bruce Lee is a legit martial artist. I'll give you my hot takes at the end. Legit martial artist, but this guy that he's sparring with here doesn't have the best balance, and his footwork is not fantastic. He keeps letting his feet get tangled up and letting his upper body wobble everywhere, and that's why Bruce can just kind of overpower him a little bit and come over the top and knock him down like that. It's because this guy's balance is just all over the place.
It's like an iron chain.
Doesn't make it any less impressive. He can take advantage of it, but that's just why he's able to do it.
Lee has studied Chinese kung fu for the past 9 years.
What's up, Bra Munch? I like your name, bud.
And is considered one of the world's most talented
Second favorite.
exponents. His teacher in this art has been an elderly Hong
How
Kong
dare you, Mike?
by the name of Yip.
That's impressive.
Despite his
That's impressive. I cannot do 2-finger push-ups. X-Ray Dragon, what's up?
him to question. And now he begins to question
I love Cosmo and Kengan Ashura. I love that he has like no real superpowers. He just has Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's really, really cool, and he's just really good at it.
more deeply into the matter to penetrate through to
Okay, fine. I'll allow that, Mike. I'll allow it.
Moreover, Lee has begun to develop his own method of kung fu, which he describes as non-classical in nature.
I will check out some Maurice Crump. You're not the first person to mention him. I will give him a go. Oh, dude, that's awesome. You're an MMA fighter?
Alright, for instance, you will read it in the...
How many fights have you had?
And everything, that when somebody grab you, you will first do this, and then this, and then, and then, and then, and then, thousands of steps before you do a single thing. Of course, these kind of magazine would...
You can be a good fighter if you're already connected to the person.
by your friends and everything.
That's the thing.
But in Kung Fu, it always involves a very fast motion. Like, for instance, a guy grabbing your hand. It's not the idea to do so many steps. Step, violate, step. Do let go. This is what we mean by simplicity. Same thing in...
Like, you can close your eyes if you're already connected with the person, because a lot of the stuff they're doing is on feel. You're feeling the person's balance. And it takes a lot of practice to be able to do that, 100%. It takes a lot of practice. But if you are at that point, you can do it, 100%. The only thing is with fighting, very rarely are you connected like that, right? Like, you're going to be 6 feet apart. Try closing your eyes and blocking a punch. You might get lucky 1 out of 50 times, but most of the time you're going to get punched in the face. But here, when you're already connected, it's much easier because you can feel their balance and feel what's happening.
motion, so that everything would be directly expressed. Doing it gracefully.
Is he still blindfolded? Oh no, okay.
Jumping all over him, but it-
Very, very fast. He's very, very fast with that back foot. The only thing is the karate guy's hands are down by his waist, so like, we will check him out after this one. X-Ray Dragon. We'll give him a look. You know, starting with your hands down is a bad idea anyway.
Both the American and Chinese
But yeah, having like a reaction race, very, very, very quick.
such a young man to stand up to thousands of years
I like Hugh Jackman. He looks like he'd spoon with you afterwards.
considered a direct threat to the status quo and its entrenched power base.
Prior to Bruce's coming,
We've been doing them a little more consistently lately. The last couple weeks it's been around this time because my schedule got a little bit more normalized. They're just sparring in this one. In this one here, he's demonstrating the inch punch.
trying to,
No, I have not got HBO Max yet.
regardless of race, he chose to, to let anybody into his school, regardless of what color or race they were, as long as he.
This is a bit more of a demonstration more than anything else,
Why he took them
to
in,
be honest.
like when he was down in San Francisco, where the Chinese community was much more.
It's good to have you back, man.
Like being in.
Dude, I honestly, I do not have...
They took exception.
I don't have time to watch stuff. Like, Reagan and I are at the moment watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and like we're watching 10 minutes of an episode a night. That's it. That's all we have time for because Reagan is still at work. It's 9 o'clock. She'll get home at about 10, and then oh, the Flash kind of ruined that there. That's annoying. And then what's it saying? Oh yeah, and then we'll basically go to bed and be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So we don't really get much time to watch anything. Dude, Full Metal Alchemist is amazing. Actually, love, we did start watching One Piece on Netflix. We put it on in the mornings while we're getting ready for work. Yeah, it's just like a background show. We just kind of put it on for some noise and kind of watch it a little bit while we're like eating breakfast or after we've finished walking Luna and we're just kind of sitting down for like 5 minutes before we leave. We'll put on One Piece. But that thing will take us 40 years to get through. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is incredible. So I think it's like 60 episodes, and to put it in perspective for you guys, how long it took me 8 months to watch that show.
3 minutes consisted of a lot of running, where the Chinese martial artists took off and started running around the room, and Bruce.
Yeah, there's 10 more years left of One Piece,
got a hold of him.
apparently according to the creator.
Floor and
Alright, you know what? Actually, I want to watch this inch punch again. I want to see where
took off and started
the power is coming from, and if it's a punch or a push. Because I've always suspected it's a push.
hold of him and took him down to the floor.
Yeah, so it is a little bit more of a push. I mean, I'm not discounting how impressive it is to knock someone back that far with that little movement. I am not discounting this at all. But if you watch his back foot
Got a hold of him.
when he does it, not when he sets it up. When he sets it up, it's a little bit different. But there, when he does it, he's driving forward a little bit. Straight arm, boom, driving through.
Challenge ended.
Oh, good, buddy. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Soundly defeated, and they all went away. Bruce won the right.
All right, here we go. This is one I want to watch. Now, Bruce Lee's with the white, right?
67, Lee has 3 schools operating in Seattle,
Very nice kick.
Oakland, and Los Angeles that teach his own interpretation of Gung Fu, based on his own investigations into the ultimate truth of unarmed combat.
All right, so one thing that's really, really cool here. One thing that is really, really, really good is you can tell that Bruce Lee has actually done some fighting before because of how little his head moves when the other guy attacks. Anyone who's not used to seeing punches and kicks coming is going to flinch and throw their head back a lot like this, all right? Try and get out of the way. He is cool, calm, and collected when these are coming in at him. So that's how you can tell that he's been punched at a lot. He's actually done some legitimate combat training. I love Jason Statham, man. Jason Statham's dope. He has some crazy good fight scenes. Plus, he's hilarious.
That teach his own
So watch Bruce's head here. When the guy kicks and attacks, he doesn't
investigations into
he doesn't faint. See, even when like the punch comes, he just does a little bit of head movement, deflects,
how the young man is openly
and that's how you can tell someone
limitations
is calm calm in combat, which is a very, very hard thing to do.
just in America.
He doesn't flinch. You just watch him come in.
Reality consisting of rehearsed self-defense routines that are employed in predictable and patternized rhythms.
See?
He notes that
There. Oh, dude, that was really, really nice.
rehearsed and is made up of irregular or broken rhythm that a martial
See, this is like, I've read some of Bruce Lee's books, like Tao of Jeet Kune Do and stuff like that, but I've never really done like a deep dive into his stuff. He was never a big influence on my personal martial arts journey. For me, it was Ong Bak was a big one. The Karate Kid, watching K1 fights with my instructor, and wanting to be Goku. That was like the big ones for me. So Bruce Lee was a little bit ahead of my time, or before my time. So I'd never done a big deep dive into his stuff. So that's why this is really interesting for me, because I know him mainly as an actor, whose movies I haven't watched. Although I've watched a few now, thanks to you guys. Very nice. Good distancing, makes the guy miss just a little bit.
A victory is determined by a team of judges.
I grew into much more of a Vegeta fan than Goku, but I got into martial arts wanting to be Goku.
Had contact been allowed,
I like that he's using that lead leg as well when the other guy's coming in. He's using the lead leg. I'm sure that you guys know who the other guy is. I don't.
Lee's criticism of the arts can be attributed,
I'm sure that you guys probably do. Someone out there does, I'm sure.
which consisted not of non-contact karate tournaments, but full contact street fights and challenge matches fought on Hong Kong rooftops. When not fighting against proponents of different styles,
Hey man, as long as you're still training, that's the important part. As long as you're still training.
frequently against opponents who had been armed with knives and chains.
Kung Pao is an amazing movie.
Encounters, referees, and judges
Oh.
were not necessary. Rather than participating in non-contact karate tournaments, which he considers little more than glorified games of tag, Lee instead devotes himself to devising a more scientific approach to unarmed combat.
Oh, very nice. Very nice lead leg. Yeah, I love Vegeta all the way through Dragon Ball Z. I mean, like, you guys have seen my Dragon Ball Z box set up here on the bookshelf. There's a lot. There's a lot of kicks. There's so many different martial arts styles, man. If you can make up a name, it's probably a martial arts style, to be honest. There's so many out there. Pick which one interests you, man. That's my big thing, right? Frieza was a badass, dude. I love Frieza, except his little girly voice. Although Goku's voice in the Japanese subs, in the English subs, is so like girly and childlike, it kind of annoys me a little bit. What I don't get here though is the one hand forward. I understand the hand out in front to control distance. Like, I understand that. I'm used to having the camera over here. I understand the hand out to control distance and make it harder for your opponent to get in. I get that. But the other hand just being down around the waist, I don't understand the point of that. Like, you have two arms, why not keep them both up? That's just for me. Yeah, before the Buu arc, I love Dragon Ball Z fighting games. So in like Budokai and stuff like that, I always used to play Vegeta just because of the Final Flash. Best finishing move ever.
His research leads him to the science of Newtonian physics and the techniques and principles of European fencing and Western boxing, where efficiency, not tradition, are the touchstones of both disciplines.
Veritas. I don't know. I've never been hit with an energy wave. I've been training about 20 years. I've never been hit with an energy wave. So, yeah. An anime waifu. Sailor Moon was a babe back in the day. Sailor Moon was a babe. Or, not like a waifu, but Nezuko from Demon Slayer is adorable.
Anything that's ornamental is discarded from his style. He retains only those techniques that he himself has determined to be practical in real self.
Snake Eyes, is that the G.I. Joe movie? I think the trailer looked incredible.
If not the world, to have his students
Oh yeah, Hinata. Yeah, Hinata's a babe.
gear and body protectors spar all out.
And then I always liked, I think it was Sailor Jupiter that was my favorite in Sailor Moon back in the day. Or some of the girls from like Bubblegum Crisis.
Lee introduces the concept of full contact sparring at the International Karate Tournament in Long Beach, California.
He's very fast on that front foot, and his timing off that front foot is really good. That's what What I like to do when I fight is I like to sit on my back foot a little bit and keep my front leg really, really active and look for that opportunity. Because the thing is, like, the distance that we fight at in Muay Thai is a little bit longer. So whenever anyone wants to come at you, they have to step in. So it's actually a lot easier as long as you're fast and are used to doing it. Like, it's much easier to pick people's timing off that front leg because you just sit back and go bump, bump, and that's it. Like, as they come in, anytime they want to punch you, they have to step. If they want to knee you, they have to step. They want to kick you, they have to step. And so it's a really, really nice, like, light front leg and attack off that front leg all the time. And it takes away their jab, it takes away their cross, it takes away them trying to get close to you. And Bruce Lee's doing that really, really well here. Like, if you watch his front leg, very active, moves back, maintains the distance, looks for the step. He looks for the step. Oh.
Which consisted not of non-contact karate tournaments, but full contact street fights and challenge matches fought on Hong Kong.
Never mind. Went a little bit too far, I think. So yes, he draws him in, and then he's going to be really active on this front leg as the other guy tries to close distance. Boop.
Rather than participating in non-contact karate tournaments,
So anytime this guy tries to get close, he just throws that leg. Bump. And you'll see it a lot in Muay Thai fights. Guys will use the teep off that front leg, the push kick, bump, 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 to keep them away. Especially in, like, the last round of a Muay Thai fight. You'll see the guy who's winning. He'll be sitting on his back leg, push kicking, jabbing, and just moving away.
boxing, where efficiency, not tradition, are the touchstones of both disciplines. Lee's research.
And see, he's just constantly getting that distance back, getting the distance, drawing him in. Bump, there it is. Drawing him in and scores, drawing him in and scores, drawing him in and scores.
Anything that's ornamental is discarded from his style.
Bodhidharma, yes. I think I know.
He himself has determined to be practical.
Little groin shot there. Bodhidharma as Bodhisattva, who is the monk who introduced martial arts, basically, right? He's also supposed to be like the father of karate as well. He introduced it to the Shaolin monks or something. I can't remember. It's in when I got my Shotokan black belt, I had to write an essay on the history of martial arts, and yeah, Bodhisattva was in there. No, I have not seen Journey to the West. I will check out the Ip Man versus Twister fight. I have that one saved. That's one that I definitely want to get to watching soon too. Bodhidharma trailer. Movie Etsam Adivu. I don't know if I can do that on stream just because it's like an actual movie. So I don't know if we can do that on stream. Just because we'll probably get cut. I'm a teacher. I don't like to think of being a master just because I'm always learning. I am always... Ooh. Dan Inosanto. I don't know if this interests you guys or not, but I just saw it and kind of clicked on it. Yeah, if you guys want to send me videos of you guys fighting, I would love to watch them. Absolutely.
I think you have to have it to understand Jeet Kune Do.
Hey Alicia, welcome back. Oh yeah, sorry, love. I was saying, I like to think of myself as a teacher, not a master, just because I'm always learning. Every single day I train, I learn something new, or I at least try to. So I don't think you can master it.
That we're never been Bruce.
Dude, I'm jealous. If you had a good nap, I'm jealous. I don't think you can master it, personally. So I think you should always be striving to learn. So I like to be a teacher or a student. I like to think of myself as a forever student of martial arts.
We would not have reached the levels that we are now.
Oh, this one's gonna get us cut. It has Donnie Yen in it. No, get out of here, Donnie Yen. Donnie 10. Ah. Is this it here? I like that, Veritas. That's a really cool way of putting it. I will check out the Never Back Down fight. I'm not going to do it on stream, though, because we will get taken down. What I am going to do, though, is just pause this real quick. And then we'll go from here. Alright. I'm just going to pause it and let it load for a little bit, because our internet struggles when I am streaming and watching YouTube sometimes. Oh, thanks, Shiz. The Undisputed movies are amazing. They're so much fun to watch. They're sick. And the fighting in it is, some of the stuff is actually pretty realistic, which is cool. Alright. Oh, that's awesome, Veritas. That's so cool, man. I love language. I'm just not very good at learning it. I studied Japanese for like 5 years. And I can't really remember any of it other than Yama Nobori, which means mountain climbing. And Toire ni ite mo ii desu ka? Which is, can I go to the toilet? Yeah, the only thing is the Ethernet is in that room, and then running a cable out here is kind of a pain. When I eventually can get an office set up with the laptop and everything set up permanently, then we will run out some Ethernet for sure. I remember like little bits and pieces like Jamata, Hajimemashite, Boku no Wayama Makusu desu, which is like, well, Jamata means see you later. And then Hajimemashite means nice to meet you. Boku no namae wa Makusu desu means my name is Max. Karate ga suki desu, which means I like karate. I suck at all styles that I don't train. And I also think that I suck at the ones that I do train, because I'm always trying to get better. I was thinking about doing some Twitch one day. I will think about it. I have to set up a Twitch account for this channel. But I studied it for 5 years, but I could maybe have a conversation with like a 6-year-old. That was about it. Yeah, I watch a little bit of Twitch, but I don't really stream on there. I streamed some games on there a little while ago, but it never really did anything. I will check out Twitch, but let's check out this one here for now. And animated Donnie Yen is jacked. Look at the size of this guy. I wish I had skills. Oh my god, is that Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid? Yeah, Twitch is kind of weird at the moment. I wish I could animate stuff like these guys can, dude. The stuff these guys make is amazing. Oh, it cut. Alright, Donnie Yen versus 4 dudes with knives. This is so well animated. This is amazing. I mean, to be fair though, you fight 4 dudes with knives, yeah, you're dead. Like, you're waking up dead. I know, I'm sorry, I know it's a little bit laggy. I think it's the full screen thing. Let me just go back to the start. Let's try this again. Bam. I think it's a little bit laggy on my end too, to be honest with you guys. He actually moves like Donnie Yen, which is also super impressive. Like, I like how it's not just Donnie Yen's body and then random stuff. That's a Michael Jai White special right there, though. I like the swing underneath, catch, elbow, and knee. That's fantastic. That is a straight up street self-defense move. Just grab them, elbow them in the face, and knee them. Block the haymaker, step in, elbow, knee. Oh. those sidekicks there. That's just like a flying sidekick, but you just kind of go dun 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 and like step on them a couple times. I'll be doing both, Munch. I'll be doing both. I normally try and stream like once a week now, Tuesday nights at this time, and then also the more videos as well. So more anime too. I want to watch Hajime no Ippo. I will try setting up a Twitch account for you guys. I don't have any subscribers over on Twitch though. Maybe I'll have to start building up some people over there. Oh, damn. That's exact. Actually, the more you hit, the more damage starts to scale down. The only thing with Hajime no Ippo... blocking the kicks with his hands. God damn it. To be fair, though, the way that Donnie Yen is kicking, those like kicks where he's kind of pulling back a little bit, you can stop those because he's not like following through with the kick. He's just like coming here like that, and that's it. Wish my gym had a time travel one. Oh, there you go, Eddie. Thank you so much. I learned something new today. I did not know that flying kicks were designed to knock people off horses. Yeah, Bruce Lee's loosening up. Hey Amber, how you doing? Oh, nice level changes. That's actually a really nice counter, that stepping inside the round kick and spinning. That's a really nice counter if you can pull it off. It's a little flashy for my taste, but yeah. Oh. Oh. Nice. I love seeing Donnie use some low kicks. That's a nice little fake push kick to the face with a side kick to the body. This is an amazing animation, right? Oh, it was all in his head. He was just shadow boxing, guys. He was just shadow boxing, guys. Oh. Man, that one hit me like right in the feels. You guys had no right to do that to me. Soundtrack's a banger too. This is A Warrior's Dream, Donnie Yen versus Bruce Lee. Guys, make sure you go and check out, let's see the channel. Here we go. Donnie Yen Net. He only has 5,500 subscribers. So let's give him a like there. And let's, if he makes any more animations, we'll keep up to date. Right? That was, oh man, that one hit me really hard. It's alright guys, I do have to head out now though. It's getting a little bit late. I'm starting to get kind of tired. I do have to get ready for work for tomorrow morning and take Luna outside. So thank you all so much for coming to hang out. We will be back same time next week, okay? 8 or 8:30, just kind of depends. Normally it's 8 o'clock, but I will let you guys know. That was a great note to end it on. Thank you so much for recommending that one. And yeah, A Warrior's Dream, Donnie Yen vs. Bruce Lee. That was sick. Okay, Zell, I will. Perfect OVA featuring Devil Artemis. I will watch that tonight once I'm like getting into bed. Same channel, same time. I like that, Fernando. Night, guys. Have a good one.